Welcome guys to another episode of Bedwars. I don't know I don't know what constitutes as a Bedwars episode nowadays, but basically I'm just gonna teach you about a few different bed defenses that you might want to practice so you can implement it in your bed defense in a real game. I'm sorry if I sound kind of weird. I'm wearing a mask right now. My sickness. Okay, so from the last video to now, my sickness got cured, but I have a new sickness just today, so it's kind of unfortunate, but yeah, we powered through, I guess. Anyways, first bed defense, this is like probably one of the most common ones. You just put 2 2 1 2 2 1, put 2 up here and then just wrap this bit with wool. This is basically a semi-butterfly defense. Usually I do this in a fast iron 2s map or every 4th or 3s game, because in my opinion this is like pretty much the go-to bed defense. You can also just put more blocks here and the edges, because like if you have the default bed defense like this, people can just break this block and then just block in and just mine the bed. But if you have like another block here, it's gonna disrupt them because it's gonna take a bit longer to like block in. Let's say your teammate is coming from here, they won't be able to block in if they have like another block here. It takes around like 2 seconds, I'm pretty sure. Let me check. 1 2 yeah, 2 seconds. 2 seconds to break wool with your fist. Needing to break 2 of these blocks with your fist will take 4 seconds, and that's more than enough time for someone to just run up to you from the base and just beat them up. Next one, we have, this one was the semi-butterfly defense. Now this is the butterfly defense. Instead of using wool, you use glass. The reason why you use glass is though that when someone let's say bridges up from mid, I just completely butchered that, my bad. Let's say someone has the high ground and they have like TNT, glass can just stop the TNT altogether, so they won't be able to get the bed unless they break one and then put the TNT. Now, you guys might be wondering, why am I not using wood? It's simply because I don't like using wood. The reason why is because here, to give a comparison, breaking wool takes 2 seconds with your fist. Breaking wood takes roughly 3 seconds. Or was it 3.5 seconds? I don't know, but it's slightly longer than wool. And in my opinion, making a bed defense like this, it's simply just wasting too much resources, because wood basically is the same as wool. It can be destroyed with fireball. It's relatively fast to break with your fist. You might as well just go with that bed defense instead of going for this, because with 4 gold you can just give it to the teammate that's probably gonna rush in the end for him to buy TNT, or just give it to your first rusher so you can buy either 3-3, an iron sword, or iron armor. Like there's just so many more things you can do with the gold instead of buying wood, in my opinion. But again, this is probably personal preference, so it's an option if you really want to do it. Next up, we have the fake bed defense that I usually do in a slow iron map. In solos or duos, usually we use sometimes we use clay, sometimes we use wood. It really depends. If it's like a very, like, if my teammate doesn't pass me the iron, then I'm gonna use wood. Usually I just do this, like I put 2 here, I put 1 here, and then I put another 1 here, and then I put 2 here, here, and then I close it like this. Like, this looks goofy, but I swear the amount of times people who in the heat of the moment doesn't realize where the bed is actually at, they break the wrong block and they fumble the game. So this works surprisingly well, especially in a fast rush map that happens to be a slow iron map. If your teammate dropped you your iron, you can just do the same bed defense but with clay. The reasoning why I prefer to use clay than wood is because it takes longer to break clay than to break wood. Look at how long it is for me to break it with the fist compared to breaking wood. As you can see, with the low price of 12 iron, you can get a semi-end stone. Because when you think about it, you get less gold, and you will accumulatively get less gold than you will get iron. Like by the time you get 12 iron, you probably only have like 2 or 3 gold if your teammate doesn't pass it to you. Plus, if you make a clay bed defense, that means you have spare gold. You can just buy TNT and help your teammate rush. So yeah, next up we have like another bed defense that I often do with wood. You can also do it with clay, but it's basically just hot dog. It's called a hot dog bed defense because it literally looks like a hot dog. Just place the wood like that and then place the wool out here, and it looks like a hot dog, you see, because the bun and the sausage. You can also like do it with clay. Like in my opinion, it's better to use it with clay, I guess, because again, clay is harder to break than wood. And yeah, that's honestly most of the basic bed defense that you guys need to know. He's a really quick like method of like practicing to make a bed defense quickly. So just remember, when you walk out, place 2 here, 2 here, 1 here, 2 here, 2 here, and then jump. Place it here, and then you can just walk as you put the wool. Like, once you master this, you can pretty much just do this like quickly. Like, you can probably do this in like 5 or 4 seconds, depending on how fast you are. Here for example, I'm gonna try doing the fastest that I can. Like, let's say someone's already there and I need to build the bed defense as quickly as possible. I'm just gonna do this. And done. In under 5 seconds, you already have a bed defense that's virtually impenetrable if you don't have a pickaxe. Most of the games in duos or solos, no one's gonna buy a pickaxe because they wouldn't expect a maniac to buy end stone for their bed defense. But yeah, those are the basics of bed defense. Hopefully this video can act as a guide on which bed defenses to use in certain situations and which ones to practice in most of your games. But in the end, it's all up to the defender. You can improvise any of these bed defenses according to the situation. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.